ravaging Nightcaller Temple. We're just here to hopefully finish a special daedric quest. Let's just dash over here into the Bannered Mare. This is the only tavern. Well, each city or each town even in Skyrim only ever has
You look like someone who can hold their
one
liquor.
tavern, but we'll speak to her about rumours.
How about chopping up some wood for the fires? I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree all burnt up in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect.
Okay, that's one piece of gossip.
The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear.
That's another one.
Been hearing some strange tales of the Jarl's children. Say the one's turning wicked, and the others have an ill-favored look to them. Best to keep clear.
Balgruuf's strange children. Of course, the Jarl doesn't live here anymore. The Jarl lives somewhere else. And of course, we could speak
If you're
to
looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
Sam Guinevere, and that's another daedric quest. We're not going to go there yet, though. We're not going to do that. I suppose how it's supposed to be organised is that before you finish the Civil War quest, you're supposed to notice that the Jarl's children are a bit odd. And of course, the Jarl doesn't live here anymore, and they'll be handy because you could go up to Dragon's Reach and then talk to the children. But you don't have to do that. You still don't have to do that. Let's go into the Temple of Kinnareth, though, because we want to find out about the Gildergreen. In here, there are a couple of wounded guards. Apparently, this is a really good place to train your sneaking. But to be honest, if you're going to sneak around and train your sneaking like this,
Make it stop.
you might as well just use the console, because doing this for hours and hours is kind of boring. You might as well just be activating the console and changing things.
Child.
I heard something happened to the tree.
Gildergreen, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore.
Well, why haven't the pilgrims
The
been
big
coming?
tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains. Kinnareth gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol.
Okay.
I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal.
Well, what kind of weapon?
Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about a weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
Well, I'll get it for
Your
you.
spirit is strong. Kinnareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Right, so I can go to Orphan Rock and retrieve Nettlebane.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag ravens yet?
Well, we'll do that at some other point. That just adds Orphan Rock onto our map. I think if you look at the map, Orphan Rock is on this big mountain somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. So you can wander all the way down past Helgen again to Orphan Rock, and then you can go and kill some Hargravens, and then return to her. But what I want to do is I want to go up to Dragon's Reach. The Greymanes are in charge now, not the Jarl, so his children aren't around, obviously.
Be glad you're here in the city.
But I'll tell you what's supposed to happen, because you know, I've been reading up a bit. This isn't a blind playthrough, because I've done this, well, I haven't done this quest, but I've read about this quest on the unofficial Elder Scrolls page. And what's supposed to happen is, you know, when you go into town, you're supposed to go and talk to the innkeepers, look for work. If you treat it like an RPG, I suppose that's what you'd be doing. But of course we didn't, because we played the game partially before, and it's very linear. So we should actually head up here and say, hey, what's going on with your children? You know, in that kind of polite way. But instead, oh, what we'll do? I'm gonna buy some stuff off him though.
The ongoing hostilities. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
I'll buy 1 grand soul gem off you. That's all you've got. That's all I need.
Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
Because what I want to do is I'm going to enchant my ebony bow. I've been looking forward to doing this. How sad of me. I also enchanted up a pair of elven gloves that I had lying around. Oh, burns a target with 16 points of damage. I'll take that. And soul gem, I'll use that. Grand soul gem. Not petty, grand. Call it the Firestone bow. Yeah, I enchanted my gloves to give me extra archery power. And now that bow, if I equip all my equipment, this is, you know, that gives me 21% more damage. If I equip my leather hat of archery, that gives me another 20%, and my ring of major archery. I suppose I could probably do with a necklace of archery as well. But my Firestone bow does 83 plus 16 damage, so it does 99 points of damage, plus targets on fire take extra damage, so it probably does about 100 damage a shot. And if I sneak, it only does the, well actually, if I fire my ebony arrows, that does 20 apiece, so it does at least 120 damage even on a non-sneaking run through. So I should be able to take out people very quickly. Right, this is an unusual pause. I hope it hasn't hung. If it's... no, I don't think it's hung. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly skip ourselves to Solitude. We'll do some fast travelling for that. We're doing this because we want to rapidly complete this quest. Let's go to the Blue Palace direct. And I think what we need to do is we need to ask around about Balgruuf's children. If that doesn't work, then what we're going to do is we're going to go and get a quest from Falk Firebeard, who's the steward of Solitude. You can talk to Jarl Balgruuf, but she doesn't really have too much to say. She just gives you the Thainship when you've actually done enough quests. But Falk Firebeard is the person that you need to complete the main Solitude mission for. You get specific missions for each area. For instance, Whiterun, you've got to pretty much use this. Is that Elisef? She's walking off. Elisef, where are you going? That's Bryling.
I can always find time to share a word. This god-forsaken war is dividing our people and destroying our...
She's a Thane. Okay. Yeah, so for Whiterun you've got the main quest to become Thane. For Riften you've got that skooma deal to become Thane. For Windhelm you've got the Blood on the Ice mission to become Thane. For Solitude you have the Patama questline, and for the last place is Markarth, and for that you need to complete the Forsworn questline. Of course there are mini questlines like Nightcaller Temple that we've just completed, that does the mission for Dawnstar, and Morgarth's Lair, which again that's another one we've completed. That's something else that which place is that for? Hang on, I'll just take a look. That completes the place for Morthal. Yep. Falkreath I'm not quite sure how you become Thane of that. I've never become Thane of Balgruuf. I'm sure there's a mission around there. Is it to do, it's not to do with the Dark Brotherhood though. Maybe you just need to help a certain amount of people. But anyway, we're heading down into this cellar where all these guys are hanging out.
Shame an old woman. Leave me be.
What's
I
up,
don't like talking to
Brarek?
someone who holds their honor so cheaply.
Where are you, Thane Balgruuf? There you are.
Want, Milk? After Whiterun is retaken, Ulfric will pay in blood for his insolence.
Aha! Why side with the Empire, by the
Mutual
way?
advantage. Any fool can see that. For centuries, we have benefited from the Empire's protection and prosperous trade with the South. In exchange, the people of Cyrodiil sleep peacefully, knowing their northern border is guarded by the fiercest warriors in all Tamriel.
Everyone thinks they're the best warriors in Tamriel, though.
Yes, my youngest son. He's a dark child. I don't know what to do with him. He was always a quiet lad, but lately, something has changed. He's become brooding, violent. He won't say a word to me, but I don't know how I upset him. If you could speak to him, draw out the truth, I would be immensely grateful.
Okay, that starts the quest, the Whispering Door. Nelker, he's always going around saying that, you know, here to lick my father's boots. That's Jarek. Where's Nelker?
Leave Idgrid and her family alone. They've been through enough.
There's only one small child round here.
You have something to say, dog? Something on your mind?
Stormcloak.
She's always hanging around here.
Will return. The Empire will bring order.
Shut up, guys. You can see why being in exile isn't too good. There's only 3 beds for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I'm a weapon.
11, 12, 13 people.
Just unsheath me and point this.
So where is this Nelker guy?
Not at all.
Might be better if I just activate that quest.
Every time I look at you, my blood boils.
Right, so where do we go for this quest? Where is Nelkir? Is he all the way back in Whiterun? That would be silly. He is, he's all the way back in Dragon's Reach.
I'm waiting.
Okay, while we're here, we're going to grab another quest. These are quite nice. This is a nice place to go. Oh, here you go. Falk Firebeard, hi guys.
Do you have business with the court?
Look at that. I'd like to purchase a house in the city, 25,000 gold. What will happen to Elisif, by the way, now that Ulfric has won the war?
Well, by rights, she had a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But now, Skyrim is at Ulfric's mercy. The Moot will meet and choose Ulfric as High King. With his troops in most of the cities, they have little choice.
Why did Ulfric let Elisif live?
Because killing her would yield no political advantage. By leaving Elisif alive, Ulfric completes the separation of the Empire and Skyrim.
That doesn't make
With
sense,
Ulfric's
but there's no
troops here,
advantage.
Elisif will be forced to support his bid for High King. He secures the position and appears above reproach. What's more, Ulfric's refusal to execute his slain enemy's wife will be portrayed as the ultimate act of compassion. It's genius, really.
It's not ingenious, doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, I hear you're looking for some help with Skull Cave. I would have thought that Ulfric would marry Elisif or something.
Dragon Bridge issue. I'll be honest with you, I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Skull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
Why is it called Wolf Skull Cave? Does it look like a wolf?
The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals.
Necromancy.
That's where it
Always
got the name.
necromancy.
That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now. But everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted.
Oh, everywhere's haunted. So, anyway, you know, you're an idiot. You think that bright lights and random lights are caused by wild animals. You're a real idiot. You know, that's just stupid. Anyway, you might have not known who this guy Varnius was, but everything in Skyrim is scripted. And when we walked in here before and we stole some wine for that Argonian, that was a Thieves Guild quest a long time ago, that must have triggered some guy to walk in and then say, help, I come from Dragon's Bridge and we've been having bright lights and odd goings on in Wolfskull Cave, can you come and investigate it to fight Falk Firebeard? And of course, if we were standing there and paying attention and not robbing wine out of the basement, then we would have heard it all. But it's not really essential to the quest. What you have to do, you have to talk to Falk Firebeard. In the top left corner of your screen, when that kind of thing goes on, then you kind of hear a little mission started. Or ask Falk Firebeard about Wolfskull Cave. But now we've got a proper entry which says the man who cried wolf, clear out Wolfskull Cave. Now where is Wolfskull Cave? If you look at the map, oh, there's Miko. I still don't know what happened to Miko. He must have died, unfortunately. Very sad. There's Pine Moon Cave, wherever that is. Where's Wolfskull Cave? Let's just check that. Here it is. Right, that's quite close to Meridia. Again, that's another daedric quest that we want to do. But before we do that, let's whoosh along to... I want to whoosh along to finish this quest. This is something that I haven't done myself, but I'm quite keen to finish it. We want to find out what's wrong with Jarl Balgruuf's children. Why is his youngest son so depressed? I mean, he might just be, you know, any other place. He might just be having a bad day, or might be bullied at school for being the Jarl's son and all. But not here. Right. Let's check this map. Check the local map. Find what's wrong with Nelkir. Let's go around here, because it's obviously directing us to a doorway that's across here. Well, I've never been here before. Look at this. It's some sort of back entrance. Dragon's Reach. He's in the dungeon. I've never been to Dragon's Reach dungeon. Let's go in here. Hi there.
You have vanquished a great evil from Skyrim. You have saved this land and our very souls.
Look, I've never been in Dragon's Reach dungeon.
Lightly armored means light on your feet.
Thanks for letting me in. Is this where we need to be? Man, look at this place. Who are you? Alakir prisoner.
What are you looking at?
Where's Kamatu?
You have a death wish then? If you know that name, you must know to meet him would be to meet your end. But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other out.
Oh, what's it you need?
I have
Lockpick.
dishonored my brothers by being captured, and so they have left me here. My life with the Alakir is over now, but I have no wish to die in this god's forsaken land. If I can be released from prison, I may start over. See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Why can't I just... Why did they leave you here anyway?
I was clumsy enough to be captured. Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best. I wasn't.
Right, how much to pay your fine?
100 gold will secure my release. You can afford that, can't you? I suppose you'd better hope you can, if you want the information. Get the money into the hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
100 gold, hey? Okay.
Good day.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Fear not. Come dragon or giant, we'll be ready.
Go on, all the yeah, that prisoner's fine.
Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
Right, done. Are you gonna open it?
Try to hide it all you want. I know you're in the Thieves' Guild, and so do the other guards.
That's a big waste of money.
What are you looking at?
Okay, I've paid your fine.
You buy my way out of here.
I've paid your fine.
I'll tell you what you want to know. Very well. Kamatu is west of Whiterun. It's an unassuming little cave called Swindler's Den. You realize if you set foot in there, you're never coming back out. They'll kill you. But that's your problem, not mine. Guard! My fine's been paid, now set me free.
100 gold. Why don't you look? Why don't you just sell your sword? And that's it. Are they gonna set him free? I wonder if this is nicely scripted. That would be quite cool. Or you look. To pay
my fine has been paid. Now let me out.
Right, right. Oh, look at that. I seem to have lost my keys. Might take me a while to find them. You just sit tight. I'll get around to it eventually.
Curse you!
You could just kill a couple of wolves. Sell that sword. Sell your hat. That's worth 100.
I know you're kind. Always sneaking about.
Cool, what's in here? This looks like guards' quarters. I've just never been here before. Well, there's a dead body. Huh. Okay. And there's some sort of underground area, and we'll go back in Dragon's Reach. I've just never found these little dungeons before. Of course there was that Dragon's Reach sewers, or that sewer dungeon type thing that you could get through on one of the guard barracks. But that's a kind of a mystery to find. We'll have to find Nelkir anyway. I thought he'd be in the dungeon, but I think that's a bit too dark for Skyrim, having someone like that. Having a child locked away. Anyway, hey, we look like we're back in the main Dragon's Reach area. So that was a roundabout trip. We had to go all the way to Solitude, speak to the Jarl. Now, let's go into the Jarl's. No, he's not in the Jarl's quarters. He's not in here. He's back here. He better not be bugged. Dragon's Reach Jarl's quarters. Apparently he is somewhere here. Somewhere here. But he's not, you see. He's... Where's Nelkir?
Stormblade, it's an honor.
I do notice a surprising lack of kids around the place. But yes, he doesn't... The quest marker would indicate that he's somewhere here. Oh, there he is, there he is.
Father says I'm too young to train. Hope this war lasts long enough that I get to fight in it.
No, that's Brothar.
Glory.
Oh, there he is. There's Nelkir.
The only grown-ups who talk to me are the kind I don't want talking to me.
I don't know. That's kind of usual. Are you too dark? Anyway.
Have I done something to make you bother me? So, the disgusting pig sent you to bother me. One day, I'll tear his face apart so he can leave me alone.
Okay, that's kind of dark.
My father doesn't know anything about me. But I know about him. and about the war. More than he might think.
Okay, what sort of
I know
things?
that he still worships Talos. That he hates the Thalmor almost as much as the Stormcloaks do. That he worries about being chased from Whiterun. That I don't have the same mother as my brother and sister.
Same mother? What?
This castle is old. Lots of places nobody's been in a long while. Places where you can overhear things, see things. And the Whispering Lady.
Go on,
She
Whispering
won't tell
Lady.
me her name. I've gotten good at listening to keyholes. At the door in the basement, I hear her talking to me. I thought I was caught, but she started telling me even more secrets. But I can't open the door.
Go on, where's
In
this
the
door?
basement. Trust me, you'll see it. I bet she'll talk to you too. Alright then.
There doesn't seem to be too much wrong with him, so he's a stepbrother. I thought he meant a different father or something like that. Oh no, we're going to the dungeon, we don't want to go in here. We want to go in the basement. That's somewhere completely different. It's a bit of a maze up here. Although having somewhere mysterious within the castle. Like through here. Like here. Huh? Listen to the door.
I've been waiting for someone more fit to carry out my will. The child is spirited but lacks agency.
What could the boy... Is someone behind the door?
Regrettably, I cannot reach your plane so directly. But I forgive you for not knowing who I am. Few hear my whispers anymore. I am Mephala, the Lady of Whisper. I tug at the web of connections between mortals. Love, hatred, loyalty, betrayal. The boy was good at sussing out secrets. You, I expect to take a more active role.
Okay, what do you want me to do, Mephala?
You must open this door. A piece of my power has been locked away behind it, and even my eyes cannot see past the seals. I'd much rather it be in the hands of an ambitious and talented person, such as yourself.
Go on, how do I open it?
The whole of Whiterun is ripe with paranoia and tensions. The Jarl's court is right to fear the power I hold behind this door. The Jarl trusts few, and they will be his undoing. The Dark Child knows of what I speak. Let him guide your path.
Okay, so I have to speak to Nelclear again. But yeah, it seems like Mephala... Well, that goes to the Jarl's quarters. Mephala is behind that all. And she is a daedric prince or princess. Because I think they're pretty asexual, to be honest with you. Steel arrows, 31 steel arrows. Ooh, we'll take those. I left those before. I'm going to give
We're one
you...
of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
Trade.
If that is what you wish.
Let's... You got 31 arrows, let's give you a few more arrows. Give you 29 of those. That'll do.
Let's go.
It doesn't weigh you down at all, I know. That's you, isn't it? As I remember.
You know the Whispering Lady, don't you? I can tell.
Yep.
Kinda nice being in on a secret, isn't it?
Do you know how to
I
open
told
it?
you, I know everything about this castle. For some reason, that door is special. Only 2 people can open it. Balgruuf and Farengar, the court wizard. How you get it from them is up to you. Nobody would notice if Farengar went missing, I promise you.
That's pretty much true. But we can do much better than that because we are cool pickpocketers. Let's see if we could get our pickpocketing boots on, make sure that we have decent success. Whispering door key, 90. Its maximum to steal is 90% for everything. So we've got his key. That key only appears if you complete all the steps of the quest. Which is why I tried to pickpocket him earlier, and he obviously doesn't have it on him. Let's open. Anyone in here? No, it's completely empty. But look at this. The ebony blade, value 2000, damage 20. That is a nice looking sword. Unless it comes with a book. Admonition against ebony. What does it say? To anyone reading this, beware this blade. Hope that only people having access to this room should be the Jarl of Whiterun and his trusted wizards. If anyone else reading this, please understand the magnitude of your folly. Turn around, never speak of this blade. It's been corrupted and perverted to the desires of great men and women. Yet its power without equal to kill while your victim smiles at you. Only a daedric most foul could have concocted such a malevolent and twisted weapon, but it appears all who wield it end up with those crazed eyes of those wild men who roam the hills chattering of rabbits, not to be trifled with. Not even the hottest coals of Skyforge should melt it. Indeed, the coals themselves seem to cool when it was placed within, and we cannot destroy it, and we would not have it fall into the hands of our enemies, so we keep it hidden dark deep within Dragon's Reach, never to be used. Woe to be those who choose to take it. I shall take that, and take the ebony blade.
Work. Now, I trust you're sharp enough to see that the sword doesn't match the description of the ebony blade you may know. It has languished too long outside the winds of alliance and betrayal. To return to its past glory, it must first drink the blood of deceit. Your world is admirably steeped in lies and inclinations. My blade is a darling leech that feeds on deceptions and nourishes its master. Seek out those closest to you. The final pluck of their misguided heartstrings will accompany my blade in a song of your grandeur.
Okay, that completes that daedric quest. If we look at our magical item, the ebony blade absorbs the life essence of your foes, strengthened by the blood of deceit. It's a two-handed weapon. Ooh, look at that. Man, that's what I don't like about this animation. Look how fast he's managed to swing that sword back. Almost as fast as he swings it the other way. Stupid. Anyway, it's a two-handed weapon. It's not really suitable for me. But how it gets more powerful is that you have to kill one of your companions. And every companion that you kill, the more powerful it gets. Which is not very nice, but I could, you can cheat a bit and power it up by resurrecting, as I've been tending to do, is resurrecting all my friends. But of course that's not what you're supposed to do. Now there's a bit of wonder, why are these kids around in Dragon's Reach actually? I suppose they are some sort of hostage. That would make sense. But that ebony blade, it absorbs 10 points of health, i.e. it takes 10 points of health off your opponent and it gives you 10 points of health every time you kill someone, up to a maximum of 50 points. So it can do 50 points of damage, of magical damage, plus whatever damage you have on top for two-handed weapons. hang on, I just pause there very quickly.